In the sun-soaked state of Florida, a chilling tale unfolded. A tale of greed, betrayal, and cold-hearted actions. Judy Buenoano, dubbed the Black Widow, orchestrated a series of heinous events, eliminating those closest to her for financial gain. This is the disturbing story of a woman who stopped at nothing to secure her fortune. Born Judius Anna Lou Welty on April 4th, 1943 in Quanah, Texas, Judy's early life was marred by tragedy. After losing her mother at a young age, she endured abuse in foster homes and reform school. These formative years set the stage for a life steeped in manipulation and calculated decisions. Her father remarried shortly after her mother's death, and Judy was reportedly neglected and later sent away to live in foster care. It was there that she claimed to have suffered both physical and emotional abuse. As a teenager, she was arrested multiple times for theft and disorderly behavior. One former social worker noted she had a deep resentment toward authority and an ability to turn on the charm and then suddenly flip to hostility. Some speculate these early experiences of betrayal and instability fostered a deep mistrust of others and a need to be in complete control. She later changed her name to Buenoano, a modified version of her late husband's surname, Goodyear, translated into Spanish. The rebranding was symbolic and perhaps intentional, a new name for a woman who was already rewriting her identity. In 1962, Judy married Air Force Sergeant James Goodyear. After his return from Vietnam, James fell ill and met a tragic end under mysterious circumstances in 1971. Judy collected substantial life insurance payouts, marking the beginning of her deadly pattern. Years later, during the investigation, Judy told a cellmate she had waited for her husband to return from war before poisoning him. The cold calculation in this confession stunned investigators. Judy's next partner was Bobby Joe Morris. In 1978, Morris died suddenly, exhibiting symptoms similar to James Goodyear's. Once again, Judy benefited financially, reinforcing suspicions about her intentions. According to later reports, Judy even discussed methods of administering poison with acquaintances, indicating a disturbing level of forethought and experimentation. Perhaps the most heart-wrenching of Judy's actions was the loss of her own son, Michael. After surviving a toxic substance that left him paralyzed, Michael tragically drowned during a canoe trip with his mother in 1980. Judy claimed it was an accident, but investigators later uncovered the sinister truth. Judy had taken out multiple life insurance policies on Michael just months before his death, totaling over $20,000. Detectives were horrified by the notion that financial gain had outweighed maternal instinct. In 1983, Judy's fiancé, John Gentry, survived a car explosion orchestrated by Judy herself. Prior to the explosion, she had been administering vitamin pills laced with toxic substances. This failed attempt led authorities to re-examine the suspicious illnesses surrounding Judy, unraveling her web of deceit. Reddit users later dug up court transcripts revealing that Gentry believed Judy was helping him with fertility, a twisted lie that adds another layer to her manipulations. The botched plan involving John Gentry prompted a thorough investigation. After surviving the explosion, Gentry began cooperating with law enforcement. He revealed unsettling details about Judy's behavior, including the so-called vitamins she'd been giving him. Pills later found to contain paraformaldehyde and arsenic compounds. detectives grew suspicious and launched a broader inquiry. They discovered that Judy had taken out life insurance policies on nearly everyone close to her and had a trail of suspicious deaths behind her. The decision was made to exhume the bodies of James Goodyear and Michael Buenoano. Autopsies confirmed their deaths were not accidents. Traces of arsenic were found in both victims, confirming poisoning. This forensic evidence finally tied Judy to the pattern of fatal outcomes. She was arrested on January 11, 1984. According to officers present, Judy remained eerily calm. She maintained her innocence while police combed through her home and seized paperwork, including policy records, receipts, and notes outlining payout schedules. One particularly chilling detail: Judy kept notes on insurance payouts and timelines, suggesting meticulous planning. She wasn't improvising, she was strategizing. From there, the case against her quickly built momentum. Prosecutors prepared for what would become one of the most high-profile trials in Florida's criminal history. Judy Buenoano was convicted of multiple counts related to her crimes. In 1985, she was sentenced to death for the murder of her son Michael. She also received life sentences for the murder of her husband and the attempted elimination of John Gentry. Later, in 1988, she was convicted of grand theft and multiple counts of insurance fraud. During the trial, prosecutors presented damning forensic evidence, including arsenic found in exhumed remains and toxic substances linked to the vitamin pills given to Gentry. Testimonies from medical experts, insurance agents, and Gentry himself painted a clear picture of manipulation and intent. The jury deliberated only a short time before returning a guilty verdict. Her composure throughout the trial shocked many. According to courtroom observers, Judy remained emotionless as the verdicts were read. Even her final statement before sentencing was void of apology or remorse. Her defense team argued she was a victim of circumstantial evidence and public hysteria, but the weight of the forensic data and patterns of behavior overwhelmed their claims. In 1998, the state carried out the sentence using a historic capital punishment method. Her execution marked the first time Florida had executed a woman since 1848, making national headlines and reopening debates about gender and the death penalty. Judy reportedly showed no emotion during her sentencing. Witnesses said she remained stoic, her demeanor cold. Some believe she never saw herself as guilty, only misunderstood. The media dubbed her the Black Widow, and the public was both horrified and fascinated. Documentaries, books, and news segments delved into her life and actions, cementing her place in true crime history. Interestingly, her case remains lesser known compared to other female perpetrators. Despite the chilling scale and calculated nature of her acts, something Reddit communities have frequently discussed in underrated true crime cases. Experts have analyzed Judy's behavior, noting traits of narcissism, manipulation, and a lack of empathy. Her calculated actions and exploitation of those closest to her highlight a deeply disturbed psyche. Psychologists speculate that her traumatic childhood, filled with abandonment, abuse, and instability, likely contributed to her emotional detachment and sociopathic tendencies. One forensic psychologist who reviewed the case noted Judy's pattern of presenting herself as calm, even likable, a skill often seen in individuals with high-functioning antisocial behavior. In interviews, Judy rarely expressed remorse and often redirected blame. Interestingly, in prison, Judy was described by some guards as quiet and cooperative, while others reported a cold, unsettling stare and a sense that she was always watching, calculating. Her ability to manipulate not only her victims, but also people in positions of trust, including partners, employers, and even law enforcement during initial inquiries, speaks to her profound psychological complexity. The story of Judy Buenoano is one of manipulation, betrayal, and calculated actions. Her decisions left a trail of devastation, affecting countless lives. As we reflect on her choices, we're reminded of the importance of vigilance and the pursuit of justice.